Are you down and stuck in the wilderness? Are you tired of the way things are going with you? Is every door closing against you? Have you failed in everything you do and you think there will be no more hope for you again? Friends and families, colleagues have rejected you because they think you cannot offer anything useful again. You don't have to worry about the way things are going. Though humanly you may feel the pressure, and it may lead you to worries and brokenness of the heart, but despite everything, you have to look up to God that is willing and always ready to make ways for you, even where there are no ways. It might be difficult for you now, but there will come a time when the Lord will make doors open to you and bring you out from the merry clay. It will be like you are dreaming, but laughter will fill your lips. Are you confused where to start from again? Are you thinking of ending it by yourself? Are you thinking of quitting the pursuit of your dream? Are you always crying because you have stayed too long in that problem and all you could do is cry your eyes out of the socket? That will not solve the problem, which will not bring any solution to what you are looking for. It is the power of the Lord that parted the sea and the children of Israel walked on dry ground. There can never be any solution that will come from you always worrying about your problem. When God is there making ways, God is there answering prayer. God is saying, do not worry anymore. I have heard your prayer and your cry has touched my heart, and I am ready to make ways for you. God does not just open a door for you. When God blesses you, it will always come in the multiplied fold. It will not just be the blessing, but a bountiful blessing and replenishment of what you have lost over the years. While in your wilderness, do you trust God? When things are bad and hard for you, are you still looking up to Jesus? Do you know that nothing is happening to you today that has not happened to somebody else? So many people have gone through the same predicament and wilderness of life. It could be childlessness, it could be joblessness, it could be illness and financial problems that have kept you in the wilderness. Do you ever understand this wilderness? It is a place of dryness and emptiness. It is a place of suffering and lack and isolation because nobody will want to share a life of misery with you in the wilderness. And that is the reason you don't have people around you now, that things are not going well with you. But don't worry, there will come a time when everything will come back to the best position and your life will become the best. And everybody that has despised you when you were down, when you were suffering, when things are not well for you, when you are stuck in the wilderness without anybody to come to your rescue, will come back to celebrate with you. God will make ways for you out of the wilderness. You have to trust God. You have to believe in everything He has said to you. The words of the Lord are always great. God is always on point with His words. When He says anything, you have to hold on to it. He said He desires to bring you out of the suffering, out of the wilderness and pain. When you think things will not get well again, God will make it well for you. It is not by your power, it is not by your strength, it is not by your effort, but by the power of the Lord. The power of the Lord is going to do it for you. The zeal of the Lord will always do it for you. You don't have to worry. You don't have to be distracted because of the pain or the lack. The devil always wants you down, but God is always there for you to make life sweet and bearable for you. In all these, you cannot conquer without the power of God in you. It takes focus and power to come out of the wilderness. Many have gone down the way of the wilderness and they did not make it out of the situation because they have not allowed God to help them out of the situation. Everybody on earth needs the power and the help of God. You cannot outgrow the help of God in your life. It is by this help that you can be lifted and blessed. The journey of your life is about the fulfillment and the grace of God. You always have the grace in you. God is always there giving you the grace. You may not have all that it takes to do it. You may not have family or friends to give you or make your way to the top. But when you trust in God for what you want to get, God will always give you everything you need. It is a call to trust God that He can make a way for you. It is time you let go of everything that has been keeping you back and be determined to look forward. When you focus on your solution, you get the breakthrough. When you call God to help you, that is when you will receive the help from the Lord. The psalmist said, "I look up to the hill. Where comes my help? And my help comes from the Lord, who made the heavens and the earth." There is no time you call on the Lord that He will not give you the help you ask for. God knows your strength. He knows your capacity. What you can do and what you cannot do, the Lord knows. God knows you do not belong to the wilderness. God knows your life is not for the pains and the suffering. But when such a situation comes to you, you have to trust God to help you out of it and make ways for you. Where is your trust? Where is your belief? Where is your strength level? No matter how hard your situation and problem is, God is always there to change the situation for you and give you a life worth living. You are a child of God. Anything that touches you always touches the Lord. That is the reason you don't have to relent in involving the Lord in whatever you do. The plans of the devil for closing the door are to stop you from gaining access to the plans and purpose of God for your life. The devil closed the door against you because he does not want you to get the blessings of God for your life. But right now, God is bringing you out of the wilderness that you have found yourself. When you are walking with God in the journey of your life, you cannot be stranded because God is always there to make ways for you. When the people of Israel were stranded in the wilderness, before them in the Red Sea, they do not know what to do, but their leader Moses called on the Lord, and God provided a solution for them, and they walked through the sea. At that point, no human power would have helped, but only God. When it seems like nothing is going to be good again, when it is like they will have to lose hope and quit and settle for defeat, God, in His power, divided the sea for them to pass. And not just only that, God made their enemy, the Egyptians, to drown in the sea. Yours may be a different matter, but be rest assured that God's power has not faded. Rather, it is always potent every day over every situation. Call upon God and He will make ways for you in the days of trouble. You cannot afford to waste your life in the wilderness. That is not the plan of the Lord for your life. The plan of God for you is sound health and a healthy mind. What God wants for you is power and wealth. God wants to lift you above the imaginations of the enemy. You have to trust the Lord and believe in Him for Him to do these things for you. Though it may be bad, trust God. Though you may be down, now trust God. The lifting is coming. God does not want you to remain in the pit. What you have to do is to call Him to lift you out of it. The wilderness is not a place for the children of God. God is always making ways for you. You will be out soon if you trust Him. Man will not help you. The devil and the world will not bring you out. Your family may not help you out, but only God will help you. Only God will make the ways for you. God is all out to break the yoke for you. Your breakthrough from the wilderness has been made for you. Begin to see yourself out of the wilderness. Begin to see yourself out of the pain and the lack. God is making ways for you in the desert land, and He is giving you an overflowing blessing and joy of accomplishment. Don't let your background bring you back down to the ground. Don't let your experience make you remain in the wilderness. It may have pained you that you have lost everything you had. You may have to start from scratch again. You have to allow God to replenish and restore everything you have lost. Those things that have been eaten up by cankerworms and caterpillars, God is restoring them to you. You are about to testify. You are about to sing for joy. Your light is about to shine, and your life is about to be transformed completely. This is what the Lord is doing. There is no limit to what God is going to do for you. There is no measure to what God is going to give you, because He is going to bless you beyond measures and give you a better life than you have had before. Not as the world gives, but the blessings of the Lord make one rich without adding no sorrow to it. God has given His angels charge concerning you to come to your rescue from your problem and the wilderness. See the angels of the Lord changing your life around already. God is opening those doors for you and making your life to flow in a ceaseless blessing. You are light to the nation and a testimony to the world. When the Lord shall be done with you, you will shout for joy, and your life will inspire others in the same situation, and God will begin to gain more life from your testimony. That is the intention of the Lord. He will do it. He is doing it for you. God is making ways for you, and it is well with you.